The Arizona Cardinals Kyler Murray, Josh Rosen conundrum has to be one of the biggest mysteries in NFL draft history. Either they're giving up on the promising quarterback they drafted 10th overall just a year ago, or they're hyping up the Oklahoma Sooner just to pass on him. So what is Arizona really planning on doing on April 25th? Today, I figure out the Cardinals' true plan. Hey everyone, we're getting closer and closer to draft night, just about a week away now, and just like every year, more and more hype is building up. And as I said in the intro, this whole Murray-Rosen scenario is making the number one pick the most intriguing one in recent memory. The Cardinals have done just about everything to make it seem like Murray will be the selection come draft day, from Cliff Kingsbury giving him extremely high praise, to the team actually meeting with Murray in Arizona on April 9th, to several NFL sources and team executives firmly believing that this is the Cardinals' plan. So either they're all in on Murray and willing to trade Josh Rosen, or Arizona actually has a master plan going on behind the scenes, and they're just trying to bait teams into a trade. It's one of these two possibilities, but which one? Well, option one, simply picking Kyler and moving on from Rosen, does make some sense. After all, while still at Texas Tech, Kingsbury told the press that if he had the number one pick, he would draft Murray. We also know that the Cardinals weren't too impressed with Rosen in his rookie season, so although rare, quickly switching between the quarterbacks is plausible. New coach, new system, new QB, as we've seen many times throughout the league, and Murray definitely fits Kingsbury's Texas Tech offense. And of course, there's the simple fact that Murray, a potential superstar, has a higher ceiling than Rosen, and if Arizona truly believes that he'll be their franchise player for years to come, they would almost have to pick him. But option one also doesn't make sense for a number of reasons. The obvious one is that they not only picked Rosen at number 10 last year, but they gave up assets to trade up from number 15 to get him, sending Oakland 3rd and 5th rounders. Giving up that much and then abandoning the prize so soon after just doesn't add up. And franchises don't like to do that to their fans anyway. Rosen also showed up to the Cardinals' offseason program, and coaches and teammates have repeatedly expressed their belief in him as their QB. So we move on to option number two, that Arizona is fooling everybody, the fans, the media, and the league, and they're only hyping up Murray in order to draw interest to the number one pick. If I was Steve Keim, Cardinals GM, this is the option I would choose because it has the possibility to solve a lot of the team's problems. Did Arizona take Josh Rosen behind closed doors, tell him that he's completely and utterly safe as the starting quarterback of the future, and that they're only praising Kyler to get a team like the Giants, Miami, Washington, or Denver to trade with them? It would allow the Cardinals to stick with the promising young quarterback that they currently have, while also gathering several other valuable assets that would come by way of the trade. Because this past season made it clear that Arizona has many roster needs. This would not only be the Cardinals outsmarting everybody, but it would possibly go down as the biggest draft hoax of all time. But is this really what they're doing? Yet again, this scenario doesn't make total sense. For one, it would be definite mistreatment of the fan base, as most Cardinals fans are probably psyched at the seemingly realistic idea of getting Murray, and would be left disappointed with their boring second-year pocket passer Rosen. Not only that, but judging from the market so far, it doesn't appear like quarterback-needy teams are desperate to trade up for one, let alone all the way to number one. Sure, they could always hang on to the pick and select Nick Bosa or Quinnen Williams, but like I just said, it would disappoint most of the fan base. The bottom line is that I don't think Arizona is following either of these scenarios, because there's a third option that's actually on the table. The option that most Cardinals fans have always been fearing deep down since the beginning of this process. Arizona doesn't have a plan in place. They've just been grasping at straws, throwing paint on the walls, and hoping that something will stick. It's unfortunate for the franchise, but makes the most sense. This whole video has pointed out in numerous ways how many of the Cardinals' actions don't add up, but there's even more to it. Look at things like the one-and-done hire of Steve Wilks, the strange firing of Mike McCoy halfway through the season, even the release of Sam Bradford, who was helping Josh Rosen through his rookie season. All are just strange and don't fit together. It seems like Arizona is just doing anything they can to get the train back on the rails, while in reality, they don't have any sequential plans laid out. So what does this mean for the draft? It means that the Cardinals are currently in a limbo mode of sorts. They'd love for a team to give them a generous offer for the number 1 pick, but if that doesn't happen, I think they will take Kyler Murray and trade Josh Rosen. The sad thing is that it could be more because of the hole they've dug themselves into than their true love of Kyler. Arizona isn't totally sold on Murray and ready to give up on Rosen, but they're also not outsmarting the whole league. The reality is that they don't have a true plan in place at all. But I guess we can only wait for a surely interesting draft day to see what'll happen. I'll hopefully release my one and only mock draft of the year sometime early next week, so be on the lookout for that. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe so you don't miss any future videos I make. Click the bell to ensure that you're alerted when I upload. Thanks for watching, see you later.